Hey guys, it is Wednesday here on Subsweet Pagan Perspective Style. This is Brendan, aka Twisted Witch, and this week's topic we're actually talking about our beliefs on creation and how the universe and everything happened. Personally, with creation stories, the tradition I belong to actually has a creation story about how the WildWood, which is where we all work, it was created. And I like to view that as a creation story, but I still believe in this realm with the whole Big Bang Theory and all that sort of stuff. So the creation myth for WildWood, we have four major deities we work with, which is the Weaver, the Green Man, the Crescent Crown Goddess, and the Staghorn / Wolf Cloaked God. So the story with the WildWood tradition and its creation was that in the deep voice goes crazy. In the deep, dark, potent space, there was the Weaver, and unto herself she made love. She appreciated herself. She worshipped herself, and she brought unto herself orgasmic pleasure, and from that pleasure and tears drained down her face of joy and love, and these tears were what seeded the WildWood, and from these seeds they started to grow, and her joy and her happiness at this brought this beautiful large world tree, the tree that is the start and the formation of the WildWood. And this tree grew its roots deep into the ground, into the deeper well of knowledge and mystery, and its branches reaching high into the sky, into the realms of the divine. And from this tree was birthed the Green Man, Grandfather Time. And he planted seeds everywhere, and they grew, and they become the expanse that is the forests of the WildWood. And in these they grew, and knowledge was found, and paths were formed. And the Green Man became the caretaker, and he looked after that. And he became the reflection of the Weaver in the physical form. And this brought her much joy and happiness, and she smiled, and she was relieved and happy with this, that she brought this form to being. And then from the trees and this forest and this wood, there came the Crescent Crown Goddess. She is the moon of the stars of the cosmos. And she was brought forth. She ran through the trees in this wild frenzy, in this beautiful dance of silver and light, and she shivered. And there she was chased by this large stag with antlers of many tines. And this was her lover, her consort, her companion. And she was chased and through the woods and the forest. And these two, we follow their story through our Sabbath celebrations. And for the light time of the year, it is when the stag is in power. And then it is when the longest day of the year happens, and the longest night of the year happens. That the stag-horned god and the wolf-cloaked god come together as brothers, as lovers, as rivals. And they clash, and they battle, and they make sweet, beautiful love. And they give the crown to each other. They give the power to each other. The light is transferred from the stag to the wolf. And then when it comes time, the stag reclaims his light from the wolf. But it follows the story of these two, the stag and the wolf, and they're chasing, and their intimacy with the Crescent Crown Goddess and this beautiful trinity. And that follows our story, and then the Sabbath celebrations happen based on the relationship between the Weaver, the Green Man, the Stag-horned Wolf-cloaked God, and the Crescent Crown Goddess. And then also within the WildWood, the first witch that entered Ara, she is essentially seen as the first priestess, and bringing that we are all children of Ara, and we see that as where the creation came from, those seeds that were carried in the tears of the Weaver, that became the World Tree, that then flourished and became the Green Man and the woods of the WildWood, which then birthed the Crescent Crown Goddess, the Stag-horned God, and the Wolf-cloaked God. And from these, the teachings came down and were taught to Ara, who then birthed the WildWood tradition, and now that is what we follow, and the cycles we follow. And if any of this speaks to you, I will post a link down below to the WildWood tradition website. But yeah, apart from the general sciencey creation of the universe, Big Bang and all that jazz, I think there's a lot of mystery out there, and we're always finding new things, and always exploring old things to find more new things about them, and every day is a new creation. No 2 days are the same, and we're constantly in that cycle of creation and destruction. And yeah, I would love to hear from you guys about if you belong to a tradition or anything like that, what your creation myth would be like. And I hope that this answers, trying to read the computer screen, the question, or just kind of a general statement that came from Freestyle Skiing 24. So yeah, anyway, with that, much love and blessings, guys, and blessed be. Bye.